Yep, guys, and we're back. Just turning on the player now. Raven version. There we go. So it's 10:30 at night. So should be night time. You guys won't be able to see it properly, will you? No, because it stretches funny when it's on that screen. My bad. Yeah, so it should still be night time on this. It is, sweet. Well, it's not even that. It'd be 3 hours ahead, so it's not even. It's like 1:30 in the morning. Because my laptop's set for the UK time, not my time. And what we're going to do is we're going to go do this tower. It's full of retarters. It should have ghastlies in here as well. So that's going to mess me up a little bit. I love her hair. See the pillar shaking? People are training upstairs. Well, what's the pillar shaking got to do with people training? Yeah, so there should be ghastlies and retarters in here. I'm hoping a little bit of training with these guys should. Oh, I've gone too far back on the measure. It should get us the ghastlies, the cash we need to get the Pokeballs. That's what I'm trying to say. Yep. Is there anywhere else we can get haunters in this game? Open a new tab. These opponents shouldn't be too hard. The Pokemon are all level 3 until we get to like the top 4, then level 6. Sweet, learn Ember. What? Gengar has 2 Mega Forms now? Whatever. Is he going to show me the item for doing that then? Let's switch Pokemon. Right, we're going to level up the Zubat. Right. We need this Zubat to never faint either. Because if it faints, then it loses 1 point of friendship for each faint. At least that's how friendship should work in this. I might bring Zubat to my first Pokemon. So we might have to do some switch. Oh, right, it's fine. I'll lose 1 point and I'll heal 1 point. No. Route 8. No, that's beyond this area, so we need to level up a Ghastly. So we need to get 3 Ghastlies. They all need to get to level 20. Well, 2 of them need to get to 25, so we can get the Gengar. That's going to be a lot of grinding later. But then again, nothing says we can't do. We could do the Pokemon League. So we go all the way around the map, we do all that stuff. Then you have to surf over to Route 28, I think it is? 27, 28? That takes you up to the Pokemon League. What stops us then from going from that route, just going across and into the main map? Maybe there is something that stops you, because I'm pretty sure when it comes to you playing the actual game, you have to go. You have to somehow you go over to. What's the town of the port called? Where you battle Surge from. Surge is the first gym you get to do. I think. So maybe you have to take the underground pass or something to get over there, or maybe that's why there's a train animation. Maybe you take a train to get there. But I'm pretty sure you can't explore the rest of the map. We'll check it out anyway. So we can go all the way up to the Pokemon League. We can enter into the Pokemon League. We can look at the, into the Pokemon Center and all that lot. We can do all Victory Road, all blah, 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 blah. We just can't take on the Pokemon League until we've completed the Pokedex. So maybe we'll do that. And if it's possible, then we could go further over and get more Pokemon before we take it on. If we can, we might as well do the Pokemon League after we've finished all 16 badges, because I'm pretty sure it doesn't change. Who knows? Who knows? We'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I think after this episode, I'm going to have to actually come up with the... Well, for me, I'm going to have to go ahead and start looking at that tracker I've been building. But I need to come up with some of the rules for this, and I haven't 100% done it yet. And now I've got this other guide. Nothing stops me from doing it in work. I'm in work tomorrow. Oh, that's Wednesday. I hate Wednesdays. Wednesdays for me is a Monday for most normal people. Jesus Christ. Wait, do I have supersonics? No. So I'm going to be using struggle next. Ugh. Jesus Christ. That's fine. Even does a single point of damage. Grass type moves not very effective against flying. Also not very effective against poison. Look, I do more damage to myself than you do to me. 54. Come on, can we gain? Yep, there we go. $144. I don't think that's enough. Let's see, is this working today? It is working today. What is our cash? 164, looks like. Yeah, we may have to come back in here. But so far, we've not actually encountered any Rattata or fucking Ghastly anyway, which is surprising. Right, we'll just do that, just because I forgot to swap my Pokemon around. Since we'll gain another experience, yes. All I can really do with Zubat is Supersonics. So I would like them to gain as much experience as they can this early in. Zubat's what, one battle so far. So, well, he's gained one level so far, so it should actually state on his card what level we caught him at. No, summary. Alright, we can't see it on this stage. But it should say on his card what level we caught him at, where we caught him, etc, etc. Best we can do. And then hope he hits himself, there we go. And just repeat. Should do 1 point damage. Yep. So it's 50-50 whether that confusion works. And knowing how Pokemon likes to work, it never hits your opponent. It only ever hits you. Like, you'll get confused like 8 times in a fucking row. With your opponent won't ever. Well, disprove that. Nope, we'll keep Bellsprout out as long as Zubat out as long as we can. Come on. Knock him out. Got to knock him out with using confusion. Only you're faster than me, so that way I can guarantee that confusion will hit you straight after you not being confused. Yeah, we're going to have to swap out Zubat soon. Now I'm just missing consistently. Does it mean I've just missed, what, 3 times in a row there? Four times in a row? I have a funny feeling that the accuracy is definitely not this low. Yeah, we've got to swap them out now. Her out. Swap to Mareep. But that was bad, that. That was a lot of misses in a row. Eh. Tackle! Yeah, I can hit you again. Alright, we'll set Mareep to be our first Pokemon. That's all it is, it's just a battle of who can damn kill the other one first. You using whips and me using tackles. Sweet. Why are you thanking me? We found an X accuracy. We'll sell that almost immediately because we don't use them. I sway like leaves in the wind. Do you? That's forward. Flames. That Bellsprout's regretting his life right now. I mean, we do need to get a Pokemon quite strong level, because at some point we're going to have to take on a Miltank, which has ridiculous attack, ridiculous defense, high health, and knows Raw Wall, and I'm going to be very afraid when we come to her. So potentially having one Pokemon level up quite a bit wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, you're paralyzed. But you do like 3 to 4 damage. You need to pay attention to how much health we have. 7 is dropped to 4, so he does 3. So I can take 1 more hit. We have to swap or heal. We'll heal. Oh, we could have took him. Nice. Nice. That's always nice. It's always nice when a Pokemon levels up. I'll keep Mareep out. Move, bro. Personally, I think the stun thing that I have going on me should go both ways. Not just me hitting them hitting me. If I hit them, it should paralyze them. Oh, great, nice. Mareep static paralyzed. Oh. See, me just hitting them should static them as well. Yes, you are weak. Oh, I do now realise this all-female run's going to make things very hard later. Things like Scyther are quite rare. So is Dratini. And if I don't get a female version, I've got to get rid of it. Oh, first cast. Oh, they do come with genders. I thought because Pokemon didn't have genders. Oh, shit. He's too strong now. Yep, he's gone above level 10. He will no longer obey me. It's the only problem with trade Pokemon. Oh, right, it's X, not start. Oh, actually, switch them two. Ah. That's why. The Tart should be first, because we're trying to level up to get rid of it. Okay. Switch them two. Switch these two. Though, we'll say Zubat will be swapped out immediately, because we can't have it fainting. I trained to find enlightenment in Pokemon. Swap to Totodile. You have the type advantage, which is probably stupid on my part. But I believe in Totodile. Rage! My rage is building, so I should hit harder now. Oh shit, I've got one more chance. Am I going to one-shot it? Probably not. Oh! It was a crit as well, nice. See, the problem now is because I've got items going back to my mother. Money going to my mother. It makes buying Pokeballs really hard. And there's 251 Pokemon to catch. 251! Admittedly, one of those is going to get traded in. A couple of those will get traded in. Mew probably get traded in. So will Celebi. I need to figure out where you get them first, though. Oh, well, luckily I have a guide ready to me. I should look at this guide. What was this thing guide? I'm sorry. Right, for instance, on this, if I select Mew, open a new tab, thank you. Do 2 damage. Got one. I prefer for my Pokemon to not faint, if possible. Then we go to the Gen 4 Pokedex. Now it loads everything Gen 4 up for me. My nose is itching again. Trade from Emerald, Faraway Island, Trade from Emerald, Trade from Diamond Pearl. Transfer from Pokemon Ranch. Transfer from Ranch. Right, so what I can get is I can palpark it from Gen 3, which is me getting it from Faraway Island, which has been bringing my Mew up from Pokemon Leaf Green. Oh, there's something called Pokemon Ranch, which I've never heard of. Well, it just says Ranch. I've never heard of Ranch. Maybe that's another game we have to play. And the other one was Celebi. Which I think the only way to get Celebi is from Pokemon Stadium. New tab. Oh, why am I using Razor Leaf? I did this before, but my nose is like running. Just give me a sec, guys. I'm just gonna blow my nose. Got tissues down here. There's nothing in there, so why is my nose running? Yeah. Oh great, now my phone's going everywhere again. Alright, so... No. Gen 4 Pokedex, there we go. Obtained from Nintendo event on all the Gen 4 games. Or Gen 3 games. Trade from... Received it from... Yep, I know that. Palpark. Yeah, you have to palpark it. Wait, is there no palpark in this? Because it keeps saying on this that I have to trade from Diamond Pearl. Diamond Pearl Platinum. Palpark. What are we playing? Soul Silver. I could have sworn there was a palpark in this. Oh look, it's Carl. Yeah, Fuchsia City. Placed in the Safari Zone for Gen 1. Yeah, the Safari Zone's moved in this game. Yeah, so there is a palpark. I don't know why I keep saying that I have to trade it. I have to. Brilliant. So I have to get one off an event from Leaf Green Fire Red. Leaf Green Fire Red, Diamond. Oh, I can't get Leaf Green Fire Red. So how do I get it in Gen 3 then? Let's see from a Nintendo event. Maybe if I bring it up on the Gen 3 decks, it'll then give me some more information. Pokemon. Obtained from Nintendo event. They all say that, and it says event on thingy. Pretty sure that there was no Nintendo event for Celebi. Nintendo event, Leaf Green. I'm pretty sure the only way you could get it was through Colosseum, which we're miles away from doing. Why does it put .com at the end? Right, let's have a look with Nintendo events for this generation then. If it's so insistent. Aurora ticket, which gets you Deoxys. Eon ticket that gets you them. That gets you Lugia and Ho-Ho. Mew. Right, so as far as I'm aware, the only way to get it is on Pokemon Colosseum. I'm guessing that's what it means by Nintendo event, is you had to have the Nintendo, the bonus from Pokemon Colosseum. See, that sucks. The reason I'm going to say that is because it means generally we cannot complete these games. We cannot get Celebi. How would you have got it on the original? In the Gen 2? Was that a Nintendo event? Fuck, wrong tapping. Right, so it'll be in Gen 2 decks. Event only. Nintendo Event Gold. Whoever hits first, I hit first, I win. Alright, that's not coming up. Pokemon Crystal. Well, I have to shorten that one, because there's only one crystal. It's not coming up well. So I don't know how you'd get it then. Right, so what we're probably going to have to do now is I'm going to have to bring it in from Stadium. Oh, we ain't going to do Pokeballs. Or do we? No. Oh, no. Don't fucking ever do that again. Oh, Shadow's what? Oh, God. I need to see God. Take this technical machine. However, you should care more about your Pokemon. The way you treat your Pokemon can be too harsh. Remember, Pokemon are tools of war.
He calls himself the Elder, but he was no match for me. Sure enough, those who lecture how you should be nice to Pokemon, they can't defeat me. All I care about are strong Pokemon that win every time. The rest of them don't mean anything to me.
No, he is an asshole. Alright, we've got this next battle to do, though. Here's our escape rod. Escape rope. Escape rod. Here's a rod. Escape! Female Rattata. Were you a female Rattata? I feel like we do. I feel like we need a second Rattata for the... Oh. So good of you to come here. Sprout Tower is a place of training. People in Pokemon test their bonds and to build a bright future together. I am the final test. Allow me to check the ties between you and your Pokemon. So basically what I'm thinking is... Well, we're going to get Mew in anyway from using Faraway Island. We already have Mew, because I brought that in from using the Nintendo event on Emerald. Specifically so we could complete the Pokedex on Leaf Green Fire Red. So, I might do the same on this. Send out fucking Cyndaquil. So, yeah, I'll do the same on this. I will basically... I'll try and find a save of... what do you call it? Pokemon Stadium. And that. Yeah, I'll find a save of Pokemon Stadium in the American version. So we can get the Celebi off the disc. Because you had to complete the game to do that. So if I just find a version of the game where somebody's already completed it, well, get a save where somebody's already completed it, that will get us the Celebi. Then I can trade it into Emerald. Well, I'll trade it into Ruby Sapphire. Then trade it from there into Emerald, into Leaf Green. And then from there we can palpark it in when we do the Mew. Oh, shit. Yeah. No, I remember when I did this the first time on the first run of this game, before, I realised the save thing. I had to use like 6 potions to bring this fucker down because it kept hypnotising me. And now I have a very disobedient Pokemon. That time I didn't because I hadn't brought in the Pokemon yet. That's all he's going to do. He'll just hypnotise and attack me. And my Pokemon are very sleepy Pokemon. They like to sleep. Please don't crit. Heal. So yeah, so we'll do that. We'll use that to bring in the Celebi. Because as we know, we're going to be completing all the games anyway, and if we were basing this off the timeline of where these games actually came out, if we're playing Leaf Green Fire Red, then not Leaf Green Fire Red, if we were playing Silver Gold Crystal, which would have been Pokemon Crystal back then for me, then we would have the Nintendo event to get us the Celebi. For fuck's sake. Disobedient fuck. So we would have just done that to bring the Celebi at the end anyway, so by all means we could use an event to replicate that. And if we're playing it in game order, then by now I would have already played Stadium and finished it, and I would have the Pokemon sat on my Emerald, ready to come in anyway. Or my Leaf Green, because depending on which one it is I'm doing. For a Pokedex run. For fuck's sake, we're going to be using a lot of potions. Like I say, Cyndaquil's just really disobedient now. And if we swap to any of the others, they will immediately die, because everyone's low health. What I could do though is, I could do that, use, and then Totodile. Marry. If I do that, then if he gets low again, you can take one more hit. No, not bad items. Fight. Remember. Then if he takes another hit and he gets low, then we'll just swap to Marry. Ugh, like that. Does it make sense? Oh, you fucking dare. There we go. So yeah, so if we were playing it in game order when they were released, I would have played Stadium by now. I would have completed it, like I did do back in the years. And it would have been ready to come in anyway. So we might just do that, because we're going to complete Stadium anyway. So I'll find somebody else to save, use that to get the Celebi. We're not going to bring Jirachi in. No, not yet. That way we can complete the Gen 1 and 2 Pokedex on this game, which is our main goal. And then when we go back and we do we replay the earlier generations, we're going to be playing Stadium anyway, so you can see me 100% anyway. So then it's kind of like, ooh, time travel! Which Celebi does anyway. Admittedly, that game, it's annoying that anyway, because you have to complete Stadium to get the Celebi, which you can then bring into Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. I think you can bring it in Ruby and Sapphire. I had problems getting to Emerald before. But in order to get the Gen 3 Pokedex completed in those games, you have to get Jirachi. The only way to get Jirachi in those games was to complete the Japanese version of it. Well, no, you had to have the Japanese bonus disc, which you'd have to have imported, and then you'd have to then link that to a Japanese version of Ruby or Sapphire, because it doesn't work to the English versions. So you had to bring in the Japanese versions of both the games so you can get one Pokemon to complete Pokedex. That is how much Nintendo, well, not Nintendo, Game Freak screws you. You should be able to make good use of this. This is a technology called Flash. Take it with you. So I don't know what they were thinking when they came up with that idea. I mean, I can understand, to a degree, the Nintendo event thing, you know. Or it's your way of attracting players to this one-off event so you can earn some money off it, etc., etc., etc. You know, you get like fans like I was actually expecting something edgy to kick in. You know, so people like me, for instance, I'm in my 30s, so if they put a Nintendo event on, like for instance, what do you call it? Pokemon Go. They did their PokeFest thing. I can afford to go to that. As a kid, I wouldn't be able to, so yay. You've literally denied me being able to go to an event because I can't travel around the world. So, you know, for little kids, never going to be able to complete a Pokedex unless they trade. For someone like me, I physically can if I want to pay for it. But even then, things like, as a kid, yeah, I would have struggled to go to Nintendo events. Even if they'd have brought one to England, I would have struggled to get there. But me being able to get hold of a Japanese version of the game and a Japanese bonus disc just so I can get one Pokemon, that's not going to happen. That's 2 games. That's like 60 quid for me to get a Pokemon. Yes, games were much cheaper when I was a kid. Right, what are we doing? Right, we are going back in here so we can get some Ghastlies. We need 3 female Ghastlies.